Good day, Doctor and my fellow friends. We are from Team Meow from Section 3 RESM. Today, we are presenting the User Requirements Documentation URD for our proposed system. First, before getting into the topic, let me introduce you the team members of Meow 3 Kali. I'm Yang Entong, the project manager. Our team consists of Austin Siong Hui, Nuri Izzati binti Muhammad Rashidin, and Faiz Shuhada as system designer, and Muhammad Aiman Danish bin Muhammad Eksan as system analyst.
Hello, I am Danish. I'll begin with the introduction session of our URD for the Digital Mental Health Literacy Hub, abbreviated as DMHLH. The purpose of this document is to lay out the key requirements, both functional and non-functional, for a digital platform that supports the mental health needs of university students. The platform aims to improve mental health understanding, reduce stigma, and offer clear pathways to both self-help and professional support. This URD serves as a shared reference point for all involved: students, developers, mental health professionals, and university administrators. Moving on to the scope, DMHLH is a feature-rich, student-centered platform. It includes an AI chatbot for quick guidance, telehealth options for real-time counseling, and round-the-clock access to certified mental health coaches. Students can track their moods, set personal wellness goals, and engage with interactive modules, enriched with gamification tools like points and badges. A peer support forum will allow anonymous, moderated discussions, helping build a community around mental wellness. While robust, it's important to note that this system does not replace clinical or emergency services, but rather complements them by improving accessibility and user experience. To make things easier, we have included a glossary of terms and acronyms such as AI, CBT, GDPR, and of course, DMHLH itself. Our references come from diverse sources, including UTM stakeholder meetings, data protection acts like HIPAA and PDPA, and UTM's own Psychcare Counseling Center. Lastly, this document is organized into 5 sections. After the introduction that I am currently presenting, we present a system vision, followed by as-is and to-be models, showing current versus proposed workflows. The document closes with appendices containing stakeholder notes and supporting materials, and this structure ensures all parties stay aligned from planning to implementation. So let's continue with our next team member.
Next, I'm going to talk about the proposed system visions. We will begin by explaining the goal model overview of our proposed system. So, our goal model defines the system's high-level vision and key functional requirements. It uses a hierarchy and decomposition where the main goal, G1, is only achieved when all 7 sub-goals, G1.1 to G1.7, are fulfilled. So, the sub-goals coverage is like self-screening tools, professional support access, and data protection. This goals are shaped by stakeholder input, university requirements, and student mental health needs to ensure a well-rounded solution. The root goal, G1, is to build a comprehensive digital hub that is secure, accessible, and fully integrated within the university environment. Let's have a quick peek of our goal model diagram. Now, let's talk about as-is current process analysis. In our project, we included 4 current processes for our analysis. First is about booking a counseling appointments process. To illustrate the current process, I'll be using a similar diagram. There are 3 actors, which is student, admin staff, and mental health counselor. Normally, students need to search for counseling support info on website and media and contact them manually. So after finding the contact method, they need to submit a request, which is received by administrative staff who check counselor availability manually. The staff then provide available appointment times to the student who confirms their choice. So finally, the staff update the counselor, and the sessions is conducted in person or online. So this process is manual, inconsistent across institutions, and often slow due to administrative dependence. So these are the related documents like booking request forms, counseling unit contact emails or hotlines, so like social media platforms used to outreach, and working hours policies. The current booking process faces several issues like lack of standardizations limited to office hours and no automated reminders or updates. To overcome these challenges, we suggest the following improvements, like to create a centralized digital platform for counseling appointment bookings, use automated confirmation and reminder notifications, and provide 24/7 chatbot support for session booking assistance. The second process I will talk about is the process to deliver mental health awareness programs. To illustrate the current process, I'll be using a streamline diagram. There are 3 actors, which is the admin staff, faculty members, and students. So in the traditional way, admin staff will identify needs for awareness event and plan and coordinate the event details. Then they will publish the announcement via postal, email, or social media. Then for the faculty members' roles, they will announce and promote the event in social platforms. For the students, they will read the announcement and learn about the event, then choose to attend or ignore. If attend, the admin staff will normally archive the event photos and certificates. Then it means the session is well conducted. The related documents like event plans and proposals, poster designs and digital announcements, attendance records, and so on are required. Here are some issues in current process, like students who miss events have no access to the content later, and no gamification or interactivity to motivate student participations. Some improvement suggestions, like develop an interactive digital platform offering self-paced learning modules, include multimedia content, and add gamifications elements to encourage continued engagement.
Hi, my name is Nurizati and I will continue with SA's part. So the third process in this system is manual self-assessment process. So the current self-assessment process need the student to complete manually the assessment through downloadable PDF or physical form. So the student must independently read and complete the assessment, like calculate their own scores using a Likert scale, and then interpret the results using a separate guide manual. So this process can be inconvenient and may affect the accuracy and usability of the assessment. So this is the swing link diagram. So we'll start with administrative staff, and the administrative staff will provide self-assessment materials, and then the instructor will generate the general guide for score and distribute the self-assessment materials to students. So then the student will complete all of the assessment in the paper and total up the score manually, and then refer to the general interpretation which the instructor has provided, and then students can choose whether they want to send the response to the instructor or not. But if they send the response to the instructor will collect the responses manually and help interpret the scores like upon the request. And maybe if the instructor wants to give advice, they can give to the students. Okay, so the related documents for this process is self-assessment questionnaire, which is in web form or PDF form, and scoring interpretation guide, data privacy and consent guideline, distribution SOP, and content management SOP. Okay, so the issue that may appear in this current process is manual calculation by students can cause errors. Next is time consuming during the manual scoring process. No automated or immediate feedback, which does not help the admin to improve assessment based on the trends. There's no data system for instructor to compare and review students' results. Okay, so the improvement suggestion for this issue is convert the self-assessment form into an interactive digital format, which like Google Form with scoring formula. And next is submission of assessment need to immediately display personalized message based on the score range. And next is distribute the feedback form to the students after the self-assessment is complete. And then next is develop a dashboard for instructors to view student results with their consent. So the last process is peer community engagement process. The current process provides students with informal emotional support through participation in student clubs, societies, or NGOs. Students who experience emotional distress or concerns often seek comfort from friends or search for peer-based communities. However, the sessions are informal and unstructured with no clear moderation, follow-up mechanism, or anonymous participation option. So students may face limitation in expressing personal issues, and the support quality depends heavily on the capacity and experience of the student facilitators. So the swinging diagram for this process is from the start, the students may experience emotional stress or concerns, and then they seek support through the students club, and then the peer support club will like post on events or sharing sessions on their social media, and if the students are interested, then they will join the session, but if not, they will miss the session without the follow-up session. And then for the students who already joined the session, will join the informal session physically that the peer support club organized. So the related documents for this process is event announcement poster, basic peer support information sheets, session conduct guidelines, internet SOP for the event management, mental health support policy which is in university level, and privacy and confidentiality guidelines. So the issues that appear in this current process is unclear boundaries for proper personal sharing, no follow-up support, physical session in a group limit the student from sharing personal issues, lack of training for peer facilitators, the sessions are not professional, there is a capacity limitation for one session, lack of feedback from participants for improvement. For the improvement suggestion for this issue is create a session code of conduct that outlines the appropriate sharing topics, confidentiality rules, and expected behavior. Provide the scheduled post sessions and additional support online. The club also can organize an anonymous digital platform for students to share experience confidently. That they can also provide mandatory online training sessions and modules for peer facilitators. Besides that, they can partnership with outside of the university's counselor or stakeholders to add professional oversight during the session. Organize the session online through a meeting platform like Webex, Microsoft Teams, and assign a breakout room. And lastly, they can also distribute the feedback form to the participants through like Google Form or Microsoft Forms. So that's all.
To be proposed process analysis. Based on the goal diagram, we have 7 subgoals, so there will be 7 to be process. The first to be proposed process is the protect user data and build trust process. For the protect user data and build trust process, the student first access the DMHLH, the Digital Mental Health Literacy Hub, via the university portal or apps. Then the system will redirect to the university SS or login. After successful login, section start without storing password. User activity is monitored, suspicious action will be triggered alert. Admin access is role-based with MFA and audit login. All personal data is encrypted and stored in secure storage. The business rule for the first proposed process. The system will include a chatbot that gives pre-reviews responses and does not give any medical diagnosis. Students can work up to 3 telecounseling sessions at a time, depending on counselor availability. Session summaries will be stored in secure internal storage for future service review. All chat and video calls will be encrypted end-to-end using TLS or equivalent. The second to be process is enable early detections and self-screening process. Enable early detections and self-screening process. The student also need to log in and open the self-screening tools. Then the student can complete the assessment or log mode. System will calculate the result and show visual feedback. Critical score prompt auto recommendation to seek help. And finally, the results are stored in secure storage and updated weekly. Second business rule for the 2B process. All videos, quizzes, and learning materials must be approved by certified mental health staff before upload. Student progress, quiz scores, and badge achievement will be stored using their unique user ID. Badge and points will be given automatically after each completed module or quiz based on preset logic. Student learning activities records will be saved in a direct access storage device to improve content tracking. The third to be proposed process is provide access to professional mental health support process. Access to professional support process, students choose chatbot or books a telecounseling section. The AI chatbot will respond instantly or escalate to human if needed. Student can schedule a video section with available counselor, and a video call occurs securely. Summary of the video call will be optionally saved. All chat and section data are stored in encrypted storage. For the business rule, user must agree to the forum guidelines before participating. All posts are pseudonymous and stored with encrypted user IDs. Peer moderators must complete a certified training module. The system uses sentiment analysis to auto-flag high-risk content. Finally, the flag post must be reviewed by counselor within 12 hours. The fourth to-be process is promote mental health awareness and literacy process. Mental health awareness and literacy process. The student can access self-paced, engaging learning content like videos, quizzes, and simulations. Through the videos, quizzes, and simulation, they can earn progress badge as they complete the modules. All user learning progress and achievements are tracked and securely saved to a direct access storage device, making it easier to resume or review content at any time. The business rule for the process. All data transfer are encrypted using TLS. The system must maintain at least 99.5% uptime. Only authorized IT staff can access the system health dashboard. Maintenance periods must be scheduled outside peak hours and announced 24 hours in advance. System logs are kept for 12 months for audit and reviews.
The fifth to be process is foster peer and community engagement. This goal focuses on enabling students to engage in a safe, anonymous peer support forum inside the platform. Each student is assigned a random alias, and trained peer advocates moderate the discussion. Any harmful or concerning posts are automatically flagged and escalate to a counselor if needed. The swim lane diagram shows the workflow of the peer forum process. The student logs into the platform and accesses the anonymous forum. After posting a message, the platform uses AI moderation to scan for harmful content. If the post is clean, the student continue engaging, but if it's flagged, a trainee peer advocate is notified to review it. If it's a serious case, the advocate is escalated to a mental health counselor for the follow-up. This ensures students have a safe space to talk while the system protects them in the background. For the business rules, users must agree to the forum guideline before participating. All posts are pseudonymous and stored with encrypted user IDs. Peer moderates must complete a certified training module. The system uses sentiment analysis to auto-flag high-risk content. The flag post must be reviewed by a counselor within 12 hours. And this is the sixth to be process, is ensure system integration and performance. This part ensures the platform is connected securely to the university system through SSOs and APIs. It also enables the system to track performance, provide analytics, and let the IT team manage maintenance and uptime. And here is the swim lane diagram. We can see the student logged in, which sends a request to the university SSO system. Once authenticated, the system retrieves the student profile and syncs it with the platform. The platform then logs the user activity and stores performance data. Admins and IT support can access the dashboard to view analytics, uptime, and schedule maintenance. This makes sure the system stays reliable and responsive. And for the business rules, all data transferred are encrypted using TLS. The system must maintain at least 99.5% uptime. Only authorized IT staff can access the system health dashboard. Maintenance periods must be scheduled outside peak hours and announced 24 hours in advance. System logs are kept for 12 months for audit and review. The seventh and the final to be processed is empower faculty and administrative stakeholders. This goal equips faculty and admins with dashboard to monitor health trends and student progress. Faculty members also complete mental health training modules, and admins can submit referrals through the platform when they identify at-risk students. And this is the swim lane diagram. The diagram begins with the faculty members logged in and completing the training module. The system tracks the training progress and updates the faculty record. At the same time, the admin can view dashboards with anonymized data. If they notice any concerning trends or flag student, they submit a report. That report is forwarded to the counselor, who then takes follow-up action. This whole flow supports early intervention while protecting data privacy. And for the business rules, faculty can only access anonymized and aggregated data. Reports can only be generated for groups within 10 plus users to protect anonymity. Mental health training is mandatory before dashboard access. Admins must complete two-factor authentication to submit follow-up requests. Any flagged case must be acknowledged by a counselor within 24 hours.
So let me end our group presentation with a short conclusions. The proposed Digital Mental Health Literacy Hub, DMHLH, presents a complete transformation of current mental health support processes in higher education. By aligning the 2B processes with system goals, the goal 1.1 to goal 1.7, the platforms ensure secure, accessible, and engaging support for students, while also empowering faculty and integrating seamlessly with university systems. This end-to-end digital solution improves early detections, provides professional and peer-based support, and promote continuous mental health education, all while prioritizing data security and user trust. The DMHLH is not just a platform, it's a step forward in building a mentally healthier campus community. That is all for our group presentations. Thank you.